Yo, what's going on? It How are you? It's Dallas Cash, the Stampede, the Violator, whatever you want to call me. For those who are just tuning in, this is part of my mini podcast I'll be doing. This is really just the Humble Roses, and I do Marks with Mikes as on Sundays. So basically trying to get a rough shot of how much I'm gonna be doing this, but Humble Roses mainly covers pro wrestling, just like the unsung heroes of pro wrestling, the most underrated, undervalued, whatever you want to call it. And then Marks with Mikes, we touch about everything else that goes on in the wrestling business, current stuff, current events, whatever. So the purpose of this one was I wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on tonight, and I necessarily just wanted to cover a few bases. I'll take some comments, type some comments in the chat. I can see them on the side. I'm streaming on different platforms, so I'm not able to see every single thing, but if I can see it, I'll use my phone or whatever to see who's commenting what. I'll take questions. I'm not necessarily important enough for you to ask a question to, but I think it's very convenient that this thing happens in general. So let's just get to it. So tonight on Raw, like there's going to be a culmination of things that are going to occur. I'm pretty sure Seth Rollins, from what I'm understanding, has to lay down the rules for this match, the grudge match between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre for SummerSlam. Also, going forward, like I don't know if there's going to be any additional um matches added to the card. Chief Smash was good. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm not sure if there's going to be any additional matches added to the card necessarily. We have a good list of it, and when I was on Marks with Mikes, we had already covered necessarily what was going down. Hey, DVD, good to see you. You know what I'm saying? DVD, that's my boy, Big Chief Smash. Good to see you, baby. You look great, man. Um, so I wanted to talk to some of the people in the comments and just get some ideas of what they're expecting for SummerSlam. And we're gonna do a couple of fun things. Um, try to stick with the program here. So we initially ran through the SummerSlam 2024 card. And what we talked about was the additional things that we think are going to happen in general once that starts to pick up. Okay. And I think that there's going to be a couple surprises. Obviously, the biggest surprise is we believe Roman Reigns is going to return. Um, but I thought about it and I'm really thinking we did not talk about Raquel Gonzalez possibly returning at SummerSlam. And that could be something that necessarily gets the people going because she has history with Rhea Ripley. I mean, she has her name tattooed on her because they're like close friends or whatever. She could cost Rhea the championship or help her take it. I don't really see that happening. She could be like Liv Morgan's kind of like bodyguard or whatever. Who knows? That could be a an outline of what may happen for the women's division with Liv Morgan's championship. Now, some of you guys have told me on Twitter that, yo, I don't necessarily think that Dominic is going to cost Rhea the championship, blah, blah, blah. He's pretty much, but he pulled the wool over all of our eyes multiple times. Um, let's take a look at some of the comments. I can see Raquel coming back. I was thinking Charlotte might pull up too. You know, DBD. I do think that that's a great, great, great idea if the women's title picture wasn't already crowded as it is. But Charlotte coming back makes things better. But you already know what they're going to do. They're going to give Charlotte the title. She's going to have a short title reign, and then all of a sudden back to being like on the shelf, or if she gets injured again, Charlotte in the bank, always challenging for a title. They want her to catch up to her dad with the 16 or surpass him, whatever. I don't care. Do what you need to do. We haven't really seen much of Charlotte Flair. Her last championship match was it last year at WrestleMania? Like last WrestleMania. So we kind of got an idea of like what's going on here. Okay. So when we talk about Charlotte Flair, okay, we also have to mention the fact that we still have not gotten Bianca Belair versus Charlotte Flair. We have not gotten Jade Cargill versus Charlotte Flair. We haven't gotten Jade versus Bianca. I'd like to see Jade versus Becky. Lyra versus Becky. I'd like to see that. Um, man, Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte. Like there's so many different avenues that we can go with this. So I was thinking, what do you guys think of possibly I know that there is a faction right now with Zoe, Shayna Baszler, and Sonya Deville, but I was thinking like with Lyra Valkyria in the mix, Tiffany Stratton, I'm thinking that we really need a mid-card women's championship. Like we really need that. Because we need more women's matches. We need more mid-card women's championship matches because NXT is doing it right now. And I really think WWE can pull it off. But again, like the women's tag team titles, that has become an afterthought as well. So I'm not necessarily sure. So I'll take a look at nobody's really commented anything yet. So I'm just going forward and seeing what we have here. We wanted to talk about Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa. And JT, Mr. 6'9", had talked about what the fuck? Hold on. What the hell? Hold on. I'm reading this comment, and this comment is crazy. Man, I asked you for advice, fool. I'm taking my nephew to SmackDown and SummerSlam. I ain't never been. I need some do's and don'ts and what to expect. This is from Fats. Yo, Fats, come on my live right now. Come and jump in the comments. I'm literally tweeting you as I'm typing this because this is crazy. Because this is crazy. Like, so let's talk about Cody while I'm let me take a swig of water real quick. Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude. While we were talking about Solo Sikoa and Cody Rhodes, right? So the consensus is Roman Reigns is coming back. Okay. So I had explained on the March with Mike's podcast that like I wanted potentially a new bloodline versus old bloodline feud to culminate at War Games Survivor Series. That would be great. New bloodline versus old bloodline. I know H was jumping off. I thought you almost called me Triple H. Like, no, I ain't Triple H's burner. Yeah, I just randomly jumped on. I'm not like I said, nobody special. I'm trying to become a prominent streamer / podcaster for pro wrestling, but I really like getting on here and talking to the people and making them feel like they're part of the show because a lot of podcasters just like give their opinion, but I like reading the comments and like talking to you guys because I mean, I don't really know StreamYard all like that. I'm still learning as I go. It would be nice if I could just like bring you guys on listen to you, give your opinion out to the world, and watch, because I only got like 27 people watching on this one. Um, so before I just need a better camera to jump on. All right, no problem, Joey. So when we talked about the new bloodline versus the old bloodline, I was thinking about the fact that we could have the new bloodline versus the old bloodline, where it was revealed that the reason why Jacob Fatu, Solo Sokoa, Tongaloa, and Tama Tonga are in the bloodline and running the bloodline now is because when Roman left, somebody had to call the shots. And it's revealed that The Rock was calling the shots the entire time. And that would lead into Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania 41. I'm thinking that this storyline has to end with a bang. Somebody has to come out of this victorious, because it can't just be Roman. Like everybody has to benefit off of this. Like Jey Uso, I thought it would have been nice um if Jey Uso would have won at SummerSlam last year, but I know that probably wasn't the right thing to do. Okay. And that's okay. All right. So bet. So, all right. So Fats is right here. These names are crazy. I don't know. Sounds like something. All right. So this is Fats right here. This is what his name is on. I don't know if it's his name on Twitter or whatever, or X. I don't call it X. I call it Twitter. So anybody who's been to an event, type some do's or don'ts for coming to an event, because this is going to be his first event, and he's taking his kids or kid or nephew. I'm taking nephew, his nephew. Sorry, taking his nephew. So the do's and don'ts. I mean, I really don't. I mean, just don't be weird. I mean, that's the first thing. So I will say there's a lot of passionate wrestling fans. Um, get there on time. Get there. Well, don't get there on time. Get there early so you can get to your seat. Try to get there about an hour or 2 hours early. That's the main thing. Because once those doors open, it's fucking pandemonium. You got people that you'll see wrestling matches happen outside the parking lot or tailgating or whatever. Some people like to drive up to the event, but they don't have tickets, so they'll tailgate like regular football or whatever. I mean, just enjoy the show. I mean, try to make some friends up there if you can. If not, I mean, just enjoy the show. I mean, don't throw nothing at the wrestlers if you're sitting close. Be respectful of, you know, hey, depending on where you're sitting, like draw up a sign. And like if you're sitting close, like draw up a sign and just see if it gets on TV. Every time somebody comes out, stand up, hold up your sign. Maybe you can get on. Never know. The don'ts. I mean, like, it's pretty simple. I mean, we're all adults. I mean, don't start a fight. Don't shit on somebody's favorite wrestler if they're cheering for him. If you see kids in the crowd crying just because their favorite wrestler got beat, just you know, I'm just when I'm there at live events, I don't say nothing. I'm there to just enjoy the show. Um, oh, you're by the ramp. Yo, hold up a sign, hold up a sign, hold up a sign. Who is your nephew's favorite wrestler? That's another thing. Because sometimes if you're at the show and you like show a picture of your kid holding a sign with his favorite wrestler's name on it and you tweet it to the wrestler, sometimes if they're like there, they might like send you something. Um, it really depends on who it is. You scaring me now. We hype about it, so hopefully, yeah. I mean, it's not like he's getting in the ring his damn self. Just don't go after the wrestlers. Um, if he's by the barricade, and wrestlers come out, reach out. They touch his hand, and let that be that. Don't try to grab him because that will get you thrown the fuck out. That'll get you thrown the fuck out, but vicariously. Cody Rhodes and Does that say Joey Uso? Oh, you mean Jay Uso? Yeah, Jay Uso. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't have content. So let me see. There's only 3 WWE wrestlers that follow me on Twitter. And Jay Uso ain't one of them. And neither is Cody Rhodes. But so the first wrestler that follows me is Xavier Woods. Shout out to Xavier Woods. I hope to have him on here one day. Yes, says Austin Creed follows me. R-Truth and John Cena are the other 2 that follow me. But again, the John Cena one, it wasn't like I'm somebody special. It's just, hey, I need a follow. Can you follow me? He followed me, and that was that. So R-Truth, it's Yeet all day. It's Yeet Town all day over here, bro. Fuck out of here. You from Philly. And I ain't got no problem with Philly. I just like to be engaging. So, all right, so let's get back to what we talk about. So, Jey Uso does not have a match on this card, I don't think. Randy Orton doesn't have a match on this card. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill don't have a match on this card. Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov do not have a match. Sheamus and Pete Dunne. I'm assuming all the stuff that got left off of the SummerSlam card is probably going to be on SmackDown, a la Raw. This is probably why WWE is doing 2 nights of SummerSlam. Because if you think about it, there are so many people left off of this card. Like, I'm kind of upset about it because from what I remember, Bianca Belair was supposed to do her SummerSlam 2K24 thing, and now she's not even on the fucking card. Like, I submitted a outfit design for her. It wasn't like I was the only design that dyed her hair. Everybody else just did the color of different gears for her. I did the gear and her hair, so I thought, shit, I got creative with it, so I thought I was gonna win. So when we looked at that, like, we thought Bianca was automatically added to the card, and I thought she had either had a tag team championship match like she was going to defend, or maybe she was wrestling Jade. But even I said, yo, that's a WrestleMania caliber match that needs to be saved for WrestleMania, not SummerSlam, and it's Jade's rookie year. She's still green in the ring. But and this is not me like knocking Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill is supremely talented, but going from AEW to WWE, they didn't really train her over there like they were supposed to. So they had to make sure she unlearned all the BS she learned at AEW, not knocking the AEW trainers, but she was also by Rip Rogers. And again, when Mark Henry sent Jade Cargill to Rip Rogers to get the essentials of the business, you had to ask yourself, like, hey, what is going to come of this, because she's being trained by Rip Rogers. And now, if we look at Jade Cargill, she's made such a contribution to WWE, but now this, unless she's doing something with this women's championship, I'm sorry, the women's tag team titles, really it's just an afterthought, because Isla Dawn and Alba Fire aren't going to get it done, because for some reason, I guess WWE seems more in tune with showcasing the contenders than the champions. With Alba Fire and Isla Dawn are your women's tag team champions, you need to be showcasing them. You're not showcasing them. The last time you showed them was when they jumped Jade and Bianca while they were doing a promo, and then they attacked them from behind and they still looked weak in the process. So that's my whole thing. That was what I was. SmackDown by the ramp, SummerSlam, be closer to the ring. So I was originally, my tickets were for the dog pound, but I'm in another section. I'm not going to say my section because there's nothing wrong with it. I'm lower to the ground, but I don't want to reveal where I'm going to be at, because I don't know. Wrestling fans are fucking weird. and I don't want nobody coming up to me hey, remember you said blah, blah, you were in such section so and so so and so. I'm like, yeah, who are you? Yeah, man, I wanted to, talk to. Trust me, it's happened before. It has happened before. I've revealed where I was sitting, and there were people there waiting there, like sitting in my seat, like, oh man, glad I get to meet you, like blah blah blah. I'm like, I didn't sign up for that. I have no problem with anybody. Let's address the cursed ass titles. That's funny because um they were the ones that put the curse on the championship. Remember that? Like, remember when Alba Fire and Isla Dawn put a curse on the women's tag team championship? That was a whole storyline. Now they have that. So what's going on with that? That's my thing. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn have they had a match since they've won the championship? Because I've been out of the loop. I feel like they wrestled Katana Chance and Kaden Carter recently. I could be wrong, but I think that was I think that was Zoe and Shayna or something, whatever. We have not seen Fire and Dawn do anything. Not a promo for SummerSlam. So my thing is, this is what frustrates me. Why the fuck are we showcasing them if we're not going to showcase them? Why are we showcasing them if we're not going to showcase them? They're our champions. They're our tag team champions. We're not going to show them on TV. Why? Why? Answer that. All right. Moving on. So with the Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa situation, and me talking about how that Drew McIntyre and CM Punk was going to be another SummerSlam 97 situation. Like, you had to ask yourself, like, sorry, I gotta use it. What do we do? What exactly do we do when it comes to finding that niche that fans believe is missing? Because it feels like the card has been hyped up, but it also feels like the value of it when you got the final product of the card is kind of low. And I don't know why. I think that just is like a testament to like how deep the talent is and how high the expectations are for Triple H, for WWE now that Vince is gone. Well, you got to ask yourself, what's WrestleMania going to look like? What's Survivor Series, Bash at Berlin, Bad Blood going to look like? Hey, I said I wanted Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk, or CM Punk versus Seth Rollins as a Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood, because it's got SummerSlam 97 written all over it with this special guest referee match. Which is funny because Bad Blood is the next event in October that we believe is going to have a Hell in a Cell match. They're over promoting, and I won't say over promoted, but they're promoting the hell out of Bad Blood. And we still got September, which I believe is Bash at Berlin. They ain't promoted that as much as they've promoted Bad Blood because it's in Cody's hometown. And on top of that, I was even saying, yo, like even I was saying, like, yo, I want Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley Hell in a Cell match, the blow-off match for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Let that sink in for a second. Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan, Women's World Heavyweight Championship match. Bad blood. Hell in a Cell. You got to do it. The storyline has been going on since 2022 when they were a tag team. And then Liv got injured, came back. Rhea's had a dominant run. Had to give up her championship. Ask yourself that. The mind state has to be different because we as individuals know what kind of stories keep us enthralled. And we as individuals understand that there are some great things that the women's division can offer us, but we want to see them, and we're seeing them now. This is the best work of Liv Morgan's career, and everybody's enjoying it, including Liv, including Dominic, including Rhea. This is great for her, but she needs to come out of this feud on top. The whole point of her revenge tour was Liv Morgan winning the belt that Rhea had to vacate, and taking away everything that made her powerful, taking away Judgment Day, helping them get opportunities that Rhea Ripley wouldn't go to bat for them for. It's a strong case. Are we turning Judgment Day face? We kicking Rhea out? We kicking Damian Priest out? Speaking of which, Damian Priest, I love you, but the whole world is against you. And nobody believes that you can do it, but I believe. I want you to prove me wrong. Again, because you've proven me wrong multiple times when I said, I don't know. It's not that I didn't believe in you, but it's the fact that the machine didn't show us that they believed in you until WrestleMania 40. Finn Balor. What are we doing with Finn Balor? He's still got a lot left in the tank. I want to see a Finn Balor world title run. I wanted to see Finn Balor win the Money in the Bank briefcase. It's not going to happen. Didn't happen. We wasted a briefcase to advance a feud with Drew McIntyre and CM Punk, and we didn't even need the briefcase to advance the feud. All they had to do was have Punk push him off the ladder, and somebody else could be Money in the Bank. But they don't believe somebody else this year deserves to be Money in the Bank. We wasted the briefcase. Now that takes away some of the drama. But it fuels the feud for Punk and McIntyre, but you wasted a Money in the Bank briefcase because of it. Drew didn't even have to win it. He could have just been screwed out of it and somebody else could have won. Jey Uso could have won that. Anybody. I want to ask you guys a question. And I want you to be honest with yourselves and put it in the comments. Do you really think that giving Drew McIntyre the Money in the Bank briefcase only to waste it was a good idea? This is not me criticizing WWE's booking decision, but it looks like that. What I'm asking is, would you have done it that way? Would you have booked him to win it and then take it away? What would you have done? I'm listening. I'm listening. Tell me. Because I want to know. I'm asking from my standpoint to understand what is exactly is to get excited about if you're going to take away some of the excitement that makes some of these storylines. Forget the Money in the Bank briefcase at this point. We've seen Punk screw Drew McIntyre, what, 3 different occasions. What's going to happen at SummerSlam to CM Punk? Ask yourself that. What are we doing with Punk? Who's going to come out of this feud looking like $1,000,000? Because if Drew wins, does he go after Gunther if he wins, or Damian Priest again? Do we have a repeat of what, Clash at the Castle with Sheamus and Gunther if they have their match? Do we get a repeat of the October 29th, 2020 match between Ilya Dragunov and Gunther? Ask yourself that. Because I'm wondering, where does CM Punk fit in all of this? Where does he fit? I'm not sure. But he should be main eventing a WrestleMania next year. And if they're trying to stretch this Rollins feud until WrestleMania, it's not going to work. Punk getting injured set off the biggest butterfly effect for WrestleMania, because then it brought The Rock in. And then it brought in 2 main events for Cody, 2 main events for Roman. Ladies and gentlemen, SummerSlam makes up the foundation of the rest of the year. And I'm not saying this to sound dramatic, it's just SummerSlam lays the foundation of what we're going to see for the rest of the year. You can bet your ass it's going to be very cinematic. Bayley and Nia Jax. What are we doing with Bayley and Nia Jax? You guys have to understand that Tiffany Stratton cashing in and winning the title from Nia Jax would set up a feud for them up until Bad Blood. But do we feel like Bayley should have dropped the title? Or do you think she should get a lengthy run until Mania and then drop it to Tiffany Stratton? I'm asking because there are definitely like outcomes that we need to look at when it comes to everything. I know my boundaries when it comes to wrestling knowledge, and my boundaries, it's very hard to pinpoint where I fit in at. It's very hard to pinpoint that. But what I will say is that my knowledge of this situation can go either way. We saw so many things that SummerSlam offered us, right? And we saw Bayley and Nia Jax being added to the card, and I just thought, well, Tiffany's gonna cash in. She's just using Nia to get to the championship. This is the Alexa Bliss Nia Jax storyline all over again. 2018 leading up until WrestleMania 34. Look at me. You really think that Nia Jax is walking away without a cash in? I don't think so. I know for a fact that there's some bullshit that's going to happen. Just like we know for certain LA Knight is winning against Logan Paul. I'll tell you right now, if Logan Paul wins, that's a bad decision. I don't give a fuck whose hometown it is. It's my backyard, right? If I'm the most hated guy in my hometown and the most over guy, one of the most over guys in the company beats me, yeah, it's going to send a worldwide pop because LA Knight deserves this. Logan is young. He can, and he's not taking this business serious enough. So I think that title needs to come off him. Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker. Sami Zayn needs to go into the world title picture. I've always said I want to see Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn at WrestleMania for a world heavyweight title. I didn't care which title it was, but those two guys deserve that, and I want them to have that. But again, the title picture is very crowded with Gunther around, with Dragunov around, with Braun Breaker. I mean, I see Dragunov going for the Intercontinental title. He's not really proven that he's world championship material yet. Not because there's anything bad, but because he's just so fresh coming into the company. But Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, these guys are floating around. You still got Damian Priest. And then you got Montez Ford, who for some reason, I don't know why you guys aren't doing shit with Montez Ford, because that guy is world championship material no matter what he touches. Montez Ford is an amazing specimen and an amazing human being, and God is good because he created Montez Ford. God is good because he gave Montez Ford all the talent in the world, and he's sitting there ready to use it, and nobody is pushing for him. He showed you guys what he could do at Elimination Chamber last year. What happened to a singles push? He showed he could hang with Roman Reigns, who was the champ at that time, the #1 guy in the company. The fuck is wrong? All right. I want Braun Breaker to win the Intercontinental Championship. Logan Paul, you're going to be looking up at the lights in your hometown. Tiffany Stratton, I don't really want her to cash in, but I wouldn't be mad if she does. But I do want Nia Jax to get that redemption. I have Cody possibly losing, possibly winning. It could go either way, but I would prefer to. SummerSlam should have been Randy and Cody. That's what it should have been, but neither here nor there. All right, so I wanted to take a look at the comments and see if anybody wanted to ask some questions or talk about some opinions. I'll take a look at the comments. Seems like the only person participating right now is Joey Knox. Punk can go heel eventually in the long run for his Mania match, maybe, but it has so many great stories to be told. Absolutely. I think with this comment right here, I think we all want to see Punk as a heel. It's getting there. It's coming. And best believe Punk's best work is when he's a heel. I think WWE didn't care about the men's Money in the Bank, hence why they gave the King of the Ring winner a championship match this time compared to most years. There might be some truth to that. And I don't think you're wrong at all. I won't say that I don't think they cared. I don't necessarily think they knew where to go with the the men's Money in the Bank briefcase. God, I got tongue tied for a second. But I gotta ask y'all, like, what do y'all think? Like, what would y'all have done with the Money in the Bank briefcase? I want to know. Like, please, there's 44 people watching. Comment, please. Say something, anything. I don't care. I want to know. Because if I'm wrong for thinking that the briefcase was wasted, tell me. But I don't think I'm wrong. And see, I'm also on Facebook. I don't know why. Paul turns on Roman. What? Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Paul turns on Roman for Punk eventually. Hold on. Because that just fucked me up right there. My man, you said what? I need type that shit again. Nah, you ain't. Not to quote Booker T, but you didn't say that. Tell me you didn't just say that. Joey, I like you, bro. Like I really do. I really like you. But hey Ashley, I've been good, man. How are you doing? So what the wait a minute. It's man said Joey, I'm gonna let this comment sit right here and I want y'all to just look at this man. This motherfucker is dressed like Paul Heyman. He's laughing right now as I'm saying this. I can tell he's from Philly. This motherfucker is dressed like Paul Heyman. And it's telling me, because he looks like a Paul Heyman guy right here, that Paul Heyman is going to turn on Roman or Punk. Paul Heyman is going to turn on Roman Reigns for CM Punk? Hell no. Are you out of your motherfucking mind? The fuck is wrong with you? It is, hey, yo. Hey, Joey, is weed legal in Pennsylvania? Just answer me this question. Is weed legal in Pennsylvania? I'm waiting for your answer. Is weed legal in Pennsylvania? You, it's just a yes or no question. And you better not look it up because you fucking live there. You should know. Nope, only medical. All right, well, you need to be fucking medicated. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. First off, let me say something. This man, let's see, WrestleMania 30, let's see what it starts, 37, 38, 39, 40. That's 4 straight WrestleManias. 4 fucking straight WrestleManias. Exactly, motherfucker. You fucking get off the drugs. Just kidding. 4 straight WrestleManias. It's his fucking meal ticket. This man went against Brock Lesnar for the younger talent in Roman Reigns, and you think he's gonna like that's you no like what the fuck? That's not even doing a complete 180. That's doing a fucking 540. Like what the hell? Or a 720 or a 900 or a 1080. First of all, if you are managing Roman Reigns with the money you're bringing in and the meal ticket that he has created for you, and by the way, ladies and gentlemen, now that I have an audience, I have like approximately 43 viewers watching this. I'm going to say something that's very controversial. And I'm going to take a 10-second pause after I say it. And you can agree nor disagree. Paul Heyman, look at me in my eyes. Paul Heyman is the greatest manager of all time. With that being said, having said all of that, you really think that Paul Heyman's going to turn on Roman for CM Punk? The only way he would even do that is if Roman treated him the same way Solo did. And that ain't happening because, for a simple fact, when you look at it, he's begging Roman to come back and save him because he wanted out of the bloodline. And when they disrespected him, when even when they fucking took him out on SmackDown, all you saw was the fact that, oh, you just did that to the wise man. You fucked up. He's going to get Roman. It's over. It's over. And there's the when Jacob Fatu and Roman have that stare down, the place is going to come unglued. The place is going to come unglued, ladies and gentlemen. We didn't get a chance to see this yet, but we're going to. We didn't get a chance to even take in the fact that Roman, when Roman comes back, having a stare down with Jacob Fatu, even Solo, is going to be like generational. And when you think about it, sorry, I got to throw these water bottles away. I drink water so much. Can't you tell? Skin looks a little bit better. Roman needs to come back. Like my tribal chief, please. Solo is killing the ratings. Come back and bump this shit up. When I say killing, I'm not saying they're going down. He's drawing in ratings. But when you come in here, boost that shit up. And I don't get a chance to say what I want to say to people, but we need Roman back. Clearly. God help us all. Because you got an out of control chief who doesn't respect his elders, who doesn't respect his special counsel. What are you going to do? The wool was pulled over our eyes, and y'all wanted this. There are people who aren't buying Solo as a tribal chief. But even when the segment happened on SmackDown where Solo picked up the necklace and the crowd was chanting, "Put it on," y'all wanted this. Be happy. Look what's happening. Look who it brought in. Look who it's gonna bring in when this shit turns up. We want to see Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre. We want to see Jacob Fatu versus Ilya Dragunov versus Gunther versus Braun Breaker versus Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. We want to see all of that. We want to see Jacob Fatu versus Braun Strowman versus Bronson Reed, Carmelo Hayes, Randy Orton. We want to see it. Give it to us. That's the whole point of wrestling. It's giving the people something that they want to see. People are, once those, I'm telling you, Jacob Fatu as a heel is scary. He's scary, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, this is the main match I want to see this on a WrestleMania card, or I want it teased at the Royal Rumble, and I want it on a SummerSlam. I mean, a WrestleMania card. I want Jacob Fatu versus Braun Breaker. I want Jacob Fatu versus the Ring General Gunther. I want it. I want it. I want Tama Tonga versus Chad Gable. I want Jacob Fatu versus Randy Orton. I want Tama Tonga versus Carmelo Hayes. I want Tama Tonga versus Montez Ford. I want Jacob Fatu versus Sheamus in a street fight for 90 fucking minutes. I don't give a fuck. I want it. And that's the thing. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. He's a Baltimore Raven, ladies and gentlemen. You can call him whatever you want. He was part of the Ravens team. I think the practice squad. I want God versus the OC. I want God versus the Usos. Ooh, ooh. Hey, hey, Denise, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Oh, for real, that's dope. All right. So, what I was gonna do, there should be a way to let people come on here. Um, I'm not sure how to. Once I get this figured out, I'm gonna start bringing more people on here. But I wanted to bring up the thing that I want to do on my podcast that I don't get to do on Marks with Mikes because we have a little bit of, we have a agenda to stick to, and I don't want to steer off from it. And that's the way they run things. I'm just coming in as a new guy. I can do my own thing. So, damn, this is gonna kind of suck. All right. So, what me and my friends used to do is we used to do 90-second promos on just anything, wrestlers, fictional characters, you name it. So I wanted to show you guys, since I have people watching, like the art of how I cut a promo, which is why a lot of people say, yo, you should definitely get into the business because way you talk or whatever. I usually try to do this with other fans, like, hey, I'm gonna give you 90 seconds. I'm gonna pull a name out of a hat. You got 90 seconds, cut a promo on them. After that, it's just fun stuff. So I'm gonna do it. But just type a name in the comment. I don't really have a fucking name to pull out of the hat because I wasn't planning on doing this, but I normally do it like I want to do it more when I have more people in here. Give me a name in the comments and I will cut a 90-second promo on them. And I promise it'll be good. Trick played with the Eagle. I did not know that Trick Williams played with the Eagles. That explains a lot. Oh, he is from Philly too, isn't he? Okay. All right, give me a name. Rick Steiner. All right, hold on. Let me. Huh? Wait. Oh no, do Lex Luger. Okay, hold on. Let me set a timer. I'll set the timer. All right. 1 minute and 30 seconds. All right. 1 minute and 30 seconds. And here we go. Lex Luger, are you watching me? They say that you were the total package back in the day. But I noticed something about you. You've let that muscle memory go to your head. Me, Dallas Cash, the Violator, the Stampede, the Great American Cash. I challenge you to a last man standing match. Because all those roids and those muscles started to create tassels on your arm. And when you were tasseling with those pills, it created an addiction. But my addiction was winning. And the bodies that I've left along the lines have only showed the kind of man that I am when I step in the ring. I'm $1 trillion check that you can't cash. You got insufficient funds when you step in the ring with Dallas Cash. back when I looked at you, you were looked at as Sting's lackey. They gave you the championship back in WCW. And then I look at you in 2004, you were struggling to take off a shirt because you didn't have it. You didn't have the intensity. You didn't have the power. You didn't have the physique. But I'm a technician. I'm a striker. I'm everything that makes up the fabrication of pro wrestling. And when you look into my eyes, my dark brown eyes, you'll understand one thing: a total package like you is just nothing more than filler, fluff, and cavity wall insulation. There's a price on your head, and I'm going to cash it in. Anyway, all right. So there you go. So I want to do that more with fans, like some of the 51 viewers I have right here. I want some of you guys to start coming into the comments, and once I figure out how to bring you guys on, I want the world to see like how, you know what I'm saying? I want the world to, hear your guys' opinions, because you guys matter. Your opinion matters. If you're on my stream, you matter. Your opinion matters to me. I want people to hear what you got to say. Oh, let me take that off. Yeah, that's funny. Anyway, so I'm going to end this stream shortly, but was there anything that you guys didn't get to talk about that we haven't discussed as far as SummerSlam is concerned? Was there a match I left? I feel like it was a match I left off the card. I'm not certain. I think I covered everything. Not sure. I think I covered everything, but I'm not going to end this just yet. But ladies and gentlemen, SummerSlam is August 3rd. Oh, if you are in the oh my gosh, Wednesday, Dolph Ziggler, Nick Nemeth is doing a comedy show at hold on. I don't have it written down, and I'm still don't know how to like do the back, like the stuff where like the overlays and whatever. Hold on, let me see something. Let me add something real quick. Let me just put this on. Okay. All right. So there's that. Okay. Now, so that's overlay. All right. Cool. Nick Nemeth was doing a comedy show this Wednesday. Oh, it's Hunkamania. Yeah, it's called Hunkamania. The Nemeth Bros present Hunkamania, so it's going to be this Wednesday, which is July the 31st. I think it's July the 31st. But I know I'm trying to look it up and I have no idea where I'm going. It's somewhere. I just typed in Nick Nemeth Hunkamania. I'm trying to be like point that out. But the tickets are $25, but that's just general admission to get in. But there's a meet and greet if you want to get in and do a meet and greet. It's a post-show meet and greet. That includes general admission tickets, so an extra $25 to make it $50. You'll get to meet Nick Nemeth and I believe his brother Ryan after the show. Very good price, very good quality. Nick Nemeth is an amazing comedian. I'm surprised that he waited this late to do it. But I think because he has the freedom now, whatever. Nick Nemeth will be at Hunkamania this Wednesday. Friday at God, I'm feel so unprofessional right now. Friday, if you're in the Ohio area, there is a club. I forgot the name of the place, but they're having like a club night for wrestling music. So it'll be a nightclub, but they're just playing wrestling theme songs all night. Um, there's that. Damian Priest is having his SummerSlam thing, like his little Q&A with Rhea Ripley and a special guest. Friday, I believe, at Rocket Mortgage. Or no, it's at the Agora, I think. I think it's at the Agora. Is it at the Agora? Is it? Let me see. Is it at the Agora? Damian Priest. Cleveland. Damian Priest. Yeah, it's at the Agora. So the Damian Priest is having his Friday, August the 2nd. The ticket prices, so it's from the doors open at 11 a.m. Who the fuck is gonna how the okay. So it's gonna be the screening of his documentary and it's a live Q&A. The time is from 12 p.m. to whenever it ends. Ticket prices are from $43 to $63. It's a cell phone free event. Um It's a cell phone free event. So place your phone, place your phone in the pouch. If you need to use it, you're gonna have to return to the tent at the entrance and use that from there. If you sneak that shit in and you pull it out, you will be asked to leave. So if I were you, I would not fuck around and find out. So, but yeah, Damian Priest is having his live show. It's a screening of his new documentary, Friday, August the 2nd at 12 o'clock p.m., but the doors do open at 11 o'clock a.m., so be there. There will be a live Q&A with him and mommy, Rhea Ripley. Also, on top of that, there will be a special guest, which I'm assuming is probably The Undertaker. I would not be surprised. But also, Undertaker's doing his One Dead Man show, I believe, this weekend as well. So there's that. Having said all of that, I enjoyed having this stream and having 51 people come in. I normally don't get that amount of people, and I'm thankful for every viewer I get. So thank you for tuning in. I really want to say something else, but I don't know. I don't know what platform you guys follow me on, but the one I'm on the most is Twitter. So my Twitter would be at King Dallas Cash. That's this name. But it's all one word. So at King Dallas Cash. I'm gonna put overlays at the bottom, like of like my socials. This is just my first stream, so this is Humble Roses, but I wanted to cover like some of the like my first episode of Humble Roses when I live stream it. Um my first guest I would like to have is Michin, Mia Yim on here. And I would like to ask, you would basically interview her, ask her some questions about her career, and let's highlight some of her best matches, her best moments that don't get talked about. I think that would be great in the long run. There are some wrestlers I would like to bring on, like Xavier Woods. I would like to bring on R-Truth. I would like to bring on eventually John Cena. But also me and my boy Kev, shout out to Kev. We're doing our own separate podcast, the Kev and Cash podcast. I know it sounds like Kevin Nash, Kevin Cash, but we want to reach out. It's that one's going to be like just completely over the top, completely just out of control. Because when me and him get together, we're just two out of control individuals. SummerSlam is next week, bro. No, it's this Saturday. It's this Saturday. It's August 3rd. It's this Saturday. Why? Where did July go is the question. Yeah, I don't remember nothing that I did in July. It just flew the fuck by. And the days all seem to be running together. So that's why July has been just like flying by. Otherwise, Meechin, if you see this, which you probably won't because I'm a nobody, uh Meechin, if you see this, I would like to have you on my podcast, like I'm somebody, podcast. Um, there are some questions I want to ask you. I am a fan of your work. I do want to bring you on, but I know I have to get in touch with WWE's PR team and whatever, and I'm not even thinking about that. However, I will say that if there is like if I could get more engagement on my Twitter, because it's weird because I have 2,700 followers and only like 10 people engage with me. And I'm like, are these all bots or something? Like, no, they're real people. It's just that I have a mixture of battle rappers and um uh, thank you. I appreciate that, but regular guy, regular Joe Schmo. Um, this has been great for me. This has been great for everybody watching. I don't really know what else to. Oh my gosh, I didn't check. Oh, there is. Oh, oh. Huh? What the fuck? I have to check the Facebook comments. Brandon, if you call me proof from D12 one more motherfucking time. Sorry. It's motherfucking Jamal Curtis Baker. No bots here. No bots here, brother. No, I know, not on Facebook. You don't even. It's not racist because the dude is black. He just looks like my taller twin brother, but he's just looks like my taller twin brother. No, I'm taller than him. His head is just fucking bigger. Whoa, Paul. Hey, yo. Oh my God. Whoa. That was bad. Don't cook me for that one. The Lex Luger promo made him look like a grocery. Shut up. This is why I stay off it. This is why I deactivated from Facebook. Because some of these people, man, oh my gosh. Rob Trey, we absolutely need. Appreciate it. Yeah, so yo, follow me on if you got a Twitter, because I don't call it X, because I think that shit is so fucking lame. If you got a Twitter, follow me on Twitter at King Dallas Cash. Follow me on there because that's normally when I do my streams. I'm not gonna post on Facebook. I'm just gonna go live on there. Okay. I don't, it's another platform. I get it, but I don't like going live on Facebook. Facebook, much like Twitter, is a destruction zone, but I don't know. I see more negativity on Facebook than I do Twitter. and I'm talking a little bit more than I need to. Nah, that Twitter shit. I don't care. Nah, that shit. Twitter. I don't care. Yeah, nah. It's just yeah, nah, yeah, I deserve an Ayo for that one. I deserve an Ayo for that one. Yeah, nah, I deserve an Ayo for that one. Um, but no, like I'll I'll be on fucking Denise. Wait, is he is for real? That's right. Oh my god. Y'all just had me cut a promo on somebody who's yeah, we gonna move on from that, bro. Um, damn, I just killed my vibe. Like, what the hell? I forgot about that. Hey Vic, how you doing, bro? Good to see you. Yeah, that hey, yeah, we gotta yeah, we gonna let that we're gonna let that one pass because that yeah, that's a apparently Lex Luger is yeah, I didn't know. I'm sorry. Not for the promo, I just didn't know. Eh, Had me cut a promo on somebody that's I was talking about peak Lex Luger, okay, not the one now. That's not shout out to Hang 'em High V. He's currently in a feud with Val Venus and he's trying I'm not gonna lie. It's not supposed to be funny, but that shit is kind of funny, bro. Because there's some shit that just does not add up to me. Because how the hell are you getting into a war of words with Val fucking Venus, who's like the fucking biggest bigot in the world? But Val Venus is not a big fan of and he doesn't like the LGBTQ community. Or is LGBTQ and is there an I now? I believe. If there is, sorry for misquoting. Yeah, but this was great because now I feel more comfortable doing this. I don't have a set schedule on when I'm going to do it. I'm just gonna fucking say, hey, I'm going live, and then I'm going fucking live. Now, yeah, he did say this. He did say this. Okay, he didn't say that. My bad. Uh, whoa. So yeah, he said hello, biological ladies. Because he said there he was going to be in Charlotte and whatever. So if you want to meet Val Venus, or you biological women, you know, you can meet Val Venus in Charlotte if you want to go ahead and do that. Me personally, uh, me personally, I don't. Oh, okay. All right, no problem. I try not to get their shit wrong, but if I do, oh well, I don't have time to fucking know every letter. I just know what it originally stood for. And that's not no disrespect or knock to them, but I don't really care if I get canceled because I'm just a regular Joe Schmo. And I'm not misgendering people, unlike the big Val Boski or the big Val bigot. Um, but yeah, hang them high. Hopefully, you get that trademark to Val Venus's name and you put the trans flag right across his name. Hopefully, you do that. I would like to see it. Put some Sonic rings on that shit and throw some D's on that bitch. All right. Well, it looks like it's time for me to wrap this shit up. I don't want to take too much of your guys' time. I thank you guys for coming on my stream and just listening to me banter or whatever about professional wrestling. I tell you what, after SummerSlam, when I get home, I'm going to do a midnight stream, or no, because I'll probably be eating out. So that Sunday, we'll be on the Marks with Mike's podcast. We'll recap SummerSlam and everything. Make sure you follow Marks with Mike's on Twitter. I'm part of the group. I'm the newest guy. Culture Clash Network. What up? Marks with Mike's. I'm going to say it again. Marks with Mike's. All one word. For the @ I will be there every Sunday, usually around 1:30 to 2 o'clock ish, in between the time frame. We try to start on time, but usually some things kind of get in the way. I try to be a little bit more punctual, but I keep giving updates. It's not their fault. There's just like internet problems we have. And I have a gig, and I believe they all have a gig internet. So we have to just basically cover like the basis of things. Follow Marks with Mikes on Twitter and Marks with Mikes 2 on Twitter. Once you do that, tell them Dallas Cash sent you. Anytime we go live, it'll be on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. For some reason, I don't think it'll let us do TikTok now or whatever. That remains to be seen. I don't know why we should be allowed to, but I think because of if they're trying to ban TikTok, whatever. Follow me at King Dallas Cash, all one word. I am Cash the Stampede. This was Humble Roses, the first episode. This is just an introductory into it. Like the very first official episode I would like to have is with Mia Yim. Otherwise, I'll probably be making my own little spin-off show before the Kevin Cash podcast gets rolling. I tell you what I really would like to do is I'll probably be back on later tonight after Raw, and we can recap Raw. If I do a fallout or a recap, we'll take some questions, see what people think, and we'll go from there. All right. Love you guys. Everything is always going to be good as long as you keep loving the person you see in the mirror. But the day you don't like the person you see in the mirror, that's when you need to do some reflection and enjoy the things that you love about yourself, and come to the understanding and realization that the world is a better place because you are in it. I'm Dallas Cash. I'm the Great American Cash, the Stampede, the Violator. Follow me. I love you guys. Be safe and keep getting money. Cash out.